visit to Rome's Queen of Heaven prison, Pope John continues to show disregard for tradition and precedent to follow his self-chosen role as a pastoral pope, still in spirit a parish priest. As the pontiff prays in the prison courtyard, it is an intensely emotional experience for the 1,500 convicts. One of his first remarks to them was, "You could not leave to see me, so I have come to see you." With this rare combination of geniality and warm humanity, Pope John won over even the toughest and most suspicious of the prisoners. This excursion beyond the walls of the Vatican, rare in itself for any pope, and the first visit to a prison by any pontiff for several reigns, is but one event in an arduous schedule maintained by John in the 2 months since his coronation. A grueling pace that takes its toll in visible fatigue, but that has, in a short span, made him extremely popular for his warmth and his zeal. At the Élysée Palace, President-elect Charles de Gaulle, with his wife, calls on President René Coty, last elected official of the Fourth Republic. On taking office, de Gaulle will, under the new constitution, possess the broadest powers of any French chief of state since 1870, and he will face some of the gravest problems. He has already announced a drastic program of financial reform and economic austerity, devaluation of the franc, higher taxes, higher prices, and slashes in present cost of living subsidies. Says de Gaulle, otherwise France would remain a country in tow, swinging perpetually between drama and mediocrity. The price of salvation and national greatness, sacrifice. Prime Minister Kwame Nkrumah of Ghana arrives in India on a visit of state to be greeted by Pandit Nehru. Leader of newly independent Ghana and a spokesman for African nationalism generally, Nkrumah is touring Southeast Asia. He is welcomed to India by African student dancers in native dress. Then Africans and his Indian hosts surround Nkrumah and garland him with flowers. India and Ghana share the problems of newly independent nations, both having been ruled by England for a long period, and both share the position of neutrals between the Soviet and the Western world. Says Nkrumah, he's come to learn from India's 11 years of independence, just as he has been influenced by Mahatma Gandhi, at whose memorial he lays a wreath, a gesture symbolizing the growing closeness of Afro-Asian nations. The lid is off the big story at the Dublin Zoo. Con, Finn, Isolde, and Grian make their debut. 4 orphan tiger cubs, successfully raised by collie foster mothers after they were abandoned at birth. They meet their public for the first time, but hardly notice the audience. It's food they're after. Zoo officials believe it's the first time a foursome of tiger cubs has been raised in captivity without their mother. Not that this small claim to fame really makes any difference to the cubs' popularity. They're adorable enough just for themselves. Adorable enough to overcome the handicap of an orange and black color scheme in Dublin. $65,000 are in Yankee Stadium as the Giants meet the Colts for the Pro Grid Championship. And through the first half, Johnny Unitas has the Cinderella team down in the dumps with his brilliant passing. Unitas climaxes an 85-yard drive with a perfect pitch to Ray Berry in the end zone. And Baltimore leads 14-3 at the half. But the Giants rally. After a stand on their own one, Connolly's long pass to Rote clicks. Rote goes 62 yards. He fumbles. Webster scoops it up, and he keeps going. But he's hit and out of bounds on the 1-yard line. On the next play, Mel Triplett dives over to score. The Giants are playing like contenders again. Connerly connects again. And Gifford carries the ball, and the Colts Milt Davis, both over the goal line. Giants lead 17-14 in the fourth period. Then with the seconds ticking away, Unitas pitches to Berry, part of a brilliant drive for yardage. The Colts are on New York's 13. With only 7 seconds remaining, Steve Myra boots a field goal from the 20, and the game is tied up as time runs out. For the first time in National League history, a game goes into sudden death overtime. After the Giants failed to advance the ball, Unitas takes over, masterminding an 80-yard downfield drive. Unitas completes 4 out of 5 passes. New records were set for receptions and yardage. Johnny Unitas, the quarterback who couldn't get a job a few years ago, moving the ball to the Giants' 1. There he hands off to Amici. The horse rams across and the Colts win 20-17. One of the most exciting games ever.